we say weight of a source multiplied by after tax cost of the source. What is after tax? We'll say for cost of debt would be equivalent to, it is actually effective interest rate into 1 minus tax rate. Most cases is interest rate, but more particularly should be effective interest rate. Effective interest rate na ippodhu yosika vendam irukku nyavam vechukonga podum. What is cost of equity? 1 by P ratio. Sure. On a more serious note, cost of equity ke simple answer is that we don't have any specific method at all. Your question will decide the method to ascertain the cost of equity. So what are the cost of equity known methods? Already available methods enna? The very first one that you tell, dividend rate. Growth vitringa, verum dividend rate itself is stated as a cost of equity and nothing is available. Therefore, we'll simply say that following are the choices available is dividend rate itself. We actually use the word dividend yield more than dividend yield. Dividend yield is DPS by market price per share. Dividend rate is DPS by face value per share. The focus is always on dividend yielding. This is one popular model, but some people do end up using dividend rate, which is nothing but DPS by face value. Some people use, sometimes your questions are based on that one. And the concept is only about dividend yield. Try to recollect from your IPCC financial management or final level also. You will always use the term only yield, not rate. The tavara earnings yield. What is that? EPS by MPS. This is the inverse of P ratio or 1 by P ratio. So P ratio is MPS by EPS. This is also very popular method, correct? Then comes the growth model of the above. We will say that KE is equivalent to D1 by P0 plus G, or alternatively KE is equivalent to E1 by P0 plus G. When it comes down to ascertaining cost of equity, there is always a dividend route, there is always an earnings route. You can follow whichever you are most comfortable with, whichever you think is far more logical and rational. Again, the question for us is not which of these two I should choose. Question kuduthurom examination la. For our classroom, we just need to remember that idum manala, adum manala, so on and so forth. I am not at all trying to tell or come out with one specific model. I am being very clear here. And more popular one, I am not sure if you are already aware of this one, the CAPM model. What is that here? RF plus beta into and there can be other models also. You can create one and punish your juniors. The best way to take revenge would be to create a new model and then make all the subsequent people suffer. That's the best. But on a more serious note, this is a typical bunch of models, guys. Unga question da decide pannu, please keep it in mind. The information contained in your question will go about deciding what method you can actually end up using.